Hello YouTube. This is a quick how-to, not really a step-by-step tutorial, but a how-to build a racing setup for under $50. So basically you're going to want to find a seat. So I got this out of a 2002 Subaru Forester at my local pull-apart, and it ran me $25 out the door. One thing is, I tried about 6 cars, and on every car, this was the transmission tunnel bolt, but it was seized in every one of them, and the bolts would round pretty much instantly whenever you went to take them out. And we used a claw hammer and cut a large chunk of the body out of it because we got sick of finding seized bolts. So $25, local pull apart, just the regular bucket seat, non-electronic. After that, you're going to need to find something to put it on, which this is obviously a 2x4 frame. So you start with your 2 length ones, one for each side that goes that way, and then you got to do your cross supports so that it doesn't wiggle. And then, based on whatever height you want, you're going to need to put little chunks of 2x4 spacers in. So I got 3-inch exterior screws from Home Depot and did it layer by layer. So this is screwed into that, that's to that, that's to that, that's to that, and then that's to that. And then you have yourself basically some risers for your preferred height elevation. The seats that bolt into the transmission tunnel are going to be a little funky to secure because all of those other ones are flat, and this one doesn't do that, so you're going to need to figure something out for that. That was our solution. And then you just need, maybe, this was scrap wood I had laying around the garage. You're going to need some shims or something to adjust to make the angle proper. And I'm outside right now just because it's a lot better light than inside my house. So $25 bucket seat and roughly $15 in 2x4s if you get the premium stuff. I figured I would, just so it would last a lot longer. Then you're going to need to make your steering wheel mount. Mine's just temporarily held in by one screw so I can take it apart and move it whenever I need to. And your shifter mount. So for this, you're just going to need 2 runners to go that way to come up to this, and you're going to need little 2x4s. And then, depending on what wheel you have, you might need to use a plank. It might not go over the 2x4. And then this is your shifter mount setup thing. So yeah, all this stuff ran me roughly $45, I would say. And people sell these online, obviously not made out of 2x4s, but sell them online for about $300, $400, sometimes about $800-900. So you can do it yourself, you can have fun with it, and you can get your racing set up for $50. So that obviously doesn't include the steering wheel. I went with the Logitech G920 because I want to do console gaming. I know PC is the master race, but my house doesn't have that, so I went with what I could do. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. It's very easy to do. Took about, not including going to pull apart and trying to find the chair, I would say about an hour and a half, 2 hours to finish everything. If you want, which I'm probably going to do this too, I'm going to box it in, or I'm going to put like actual finish panels on it and a spot for the pedals so they don't move, because that was an issue I had. So it's going to have a little stop right about there for the pedals. So yeah, nothing too fancy. It's not going to be winning any beauty contests, but function over form, it actually does work, and it performs the task that it needs to, which is just keep me in a spot comfortably. And if you don't bend the rails like I almost did, you can have it move. So you can go make it for somebody really tall, which is all the way back, or somebody slightly shorter, which is all the way forward. I bent mine slightly, that's why it doesn't go all the way back, but you get the idea. So, you know, there's channels out there like Haggard Garage that decided to build one for theirs, and they did all these fancy welds and, you know, made it out of steel tubing, but, you know, who has the time or money for that? I mean, you know, obviously this wouldn't be budget if it wasn't the cheapest materials possible. So, shout out to Haggard Garage. But, yeah, you could do it. This is definitely the most budget setup you could possibly get. So, you know, have fun out there. Other thing I should add is that Best Buy decided to price match me on the G920 from Amazon's price, which dropped me down $100, which also gave me enough money to buy 2-year warranties for the wheel and shifter. So I walked out of there with wheel, pedal, shifter, and a 2-year warranty on everything for about $460, which that's where the actual expensive part comes in. But this is like the actual part that you're going to be more dependent on, because you want to be comfortable when you're gaming, especially when you're driving a simulator. So thank you for watching. I'll post a price list of the actual prices based on the receipts in the comments or in the description. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this is gonna inspire you to do some completely DIY racing setups, and also let me know if you want to see it in action and gameplay footage, because I've been possibly thinking about doing that too. So, alright, have a great one, guys, and happy simulating.